hills of northwest Arkansas to the flatlands of the Delta, we're only 53 days away from kickoff of high school football in Arkansas. This is Hometown Sports Volume 2, only on the Arkansas Sports Network. Hometown Sports Volume 2 is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales. Lifted, leveled, and ready to roll. Drive different. By Tyson Foods. Passionate about food, committed to you, feeding the world like family. By Arkansas Tech University. Financial flexibility, academic excellence. Learn more, earn more. And by Metcalf Trucking Company. Arkansas trucking delivered reliably and with integrity.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Carson Ward here for Arkansas Sports Network. I am joined by Coach Bryan Pratt, the head football coach at Bentonville West. Coach, good to have you today. Ready to hear about your team. Tell me a little bit first about what you're looking forward to this season at Bentonville West.
I think this season was a chance for us to prove a little bit more than we did last year. We started 8 sophomores and 2 freshmen last year, and so now we get a lot of those guys coming back. So, it's our chance to prove that we're a lot more mature than we were last year. Everything was way fast for a lot of these young guys that were getting their first dose of the action. Our schedule doesn't help us any, playing teams like Greenwood and Muskogee, Oklahoma, and Cabot, and then rolling into obviously 7A West, which is a tough conference. But we're really proud of where we're at right now. We had a great offseason. Our numbers are the most it's been in the 10 years since we opened the program, and this is the year 10. So, a decade of Wolverine football is wrapping up. We're pretty excited about that. It just seems like the other day that we were opening the school, and now you're already in year 10. Yeah,
and you've had some pretty good success there in those 10 years. Tell me a little bit about the foundation that you guys have built at that program to be able to have that kind of success. And obviously now you're saying this next year you guys are going to have a lot of experienced players coming back. So tell me a little bit about the foundation and the culture of the program over at Bentonville West.
Well, as you look at when we're building the program, and it's, when you come in and you inherit a program and it's already started, you can say you put your footprint on it. But for us to start it from scratch, and when we were hired there, it was dirt. And, so when we build the foundation, we built our foundation on what we call FAST, which stands for fundamentals, attitude, selflessness, and toughness. And so over the course of the 10 years, that's the one thing that our pillars that we build our program on. And these guys, especially these 3 that joined us today, they're guys that have given everything they can have for the program. And it's just fun to see it grow. When we first started the program, it was we could sneak up on some people. And then when we went to back-to-back semis, in the first 3 and 4 years that we were there was no sneaking up on anybody anymore. And so with that comes, you got to work harder. You got a bullseye on your back, and people are definitely trying to take care of business and not let you beat them. So, as we build this program, we're really proud of where we're at now, but we still have a long way to go, obviously, to get to where the top of the conference is.
So tell me a little bit about your schedule this season. Obviously, you guys have scheduled one of the toughest schedules probably in the state. You talked a little bit about your non-conference schedule. You guys are playing some traditional powerhouses really to start the season. And then you go into the 7A West, which has its fair share of traditional powerhouses as well. So tell me a little bit about your schedule this season and maybe some games that you're looking forward to specifically.
Well, I think, obviously, the one that comes to mind, everybody talks about, why would you schedule Greenwood? And, we schedule Greenwood for one reason. We know they're going to be well coached and they're going to do what they're supposed to do. And that's fun to prepare against a team like that. Coach Young is going to definitely bring in a top-tier program, and so it gives us a chance to find out where we're at. You can go off and play some smaller schools and get some wins and be 3-0 when you go into conference, but it really doesn't make you better. And so we really try to focus on playing different types of teams, but all teams that are very, very competitive, and that kind of starts with our benefit game this year. We're going to Tulsa Union and playing those guys in a half a game. So I mean, if you look at our first four opponents, and then you throw in because we opened 7A West with Fayetteville, so you get a real heavy dose of some heavy hitters, and you better know what you're doing, or figure out the things that you can hang your hat on with your team.
So tell me a little bit about the game with Bentonville. Has that turned into a rivalry, or is that just a game that you guys look forward to every year, but it's not on that magnitude yet?
Well, I think I say it's not a rivalry because we haven't beaten them yet. If you look at our schedule that we've played, we've of the 9 games we've played Fayetteville, we won 4 of them. And then, if you look at games like Rogers, we've only lost 2 in the 9 years of playing. And Harbor's the same way. So we've been able to compete with those guys and get wins. But it always seems against Bentonville, I always shoot ourselves in the foot. A couple of those games. I know once, I guess it was 2017, we played. We were both 9-0 and going in, and we found some way that we didn't come away with the win, and that's something, one hump that we have to get over, and that's something that we talk about every day with our kids. And go to the next level. You got to be able to do something that you haven't done before, and that's a very, very high priority on our list. As obviously we want to beat the best, and they're one of the best, and so we want to. Anytime we step on the field, we want to beat them. And it is competitive. Coach Grant and those guys are good friends of ours, and they run a very, very good program. Gives us something to motivate and try to become.
Tell me a little bit about some of your goals as a team for this season, and tell me a little bit about if those change year to year or if they stay the same or maybe some of both, and just where you would see your team at the end of the season to call it a success.
Well, I think I don't know if you say they change. I mean, it's like last year when we started 8 sophomores and 2 freshmen. We knew it was going to be tough. We ended up being 0-6, but in about 3 or 4 of those games, it was a very close game that we should have come away with the win on. And so now looking into this year, you're a whole lot more experienced. You got everybody coming back, and so you look at those games and you think, hey, we've got to find a way to win those games. And so you asked me if there's games we were looking at that we put a lot of pride on. Obviously, the Greenwood game, especially having to go down there and play with Kane Archer and those guys, and we'll go get after it and see what happens. And then for me personally, I have one that a lot of people may not know about. As the head coach at Muskogee, Oklahoma, is my best friend, one of my best friends in high school. His dad was my high school football coach, and we're both from Oklahoma, and he just took that job coming from Wagner, where he's won about 8 state championships, so he's very successful there. Got inducted into the Hall of Fame in Oklahoma, and so now we're going to get to play against each other. 2 boys from Broken Bow, Oklahoma, getting to battle it out in a high-profile game, so we're excited about that. So personally, that's the one, and then obviously going to the 7A West, and you got to be able to beat the big boys, and so the Fayetteville and the Bentonville and the Rogers and it goes like that. We've got to be able to come away with the win. So for us to be a way we look at if it's a successful season or not, if you can get a bye going into the playoffs, that makes it a success to me. And so both years that we've made it to the semis was because we had a bye going into the season. So.
Yeah, I mean, the 7A in general, once you get to the playoffs, is still a gauntlet because the 7A Central is just full of perennial contenders.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, I promise you.
No. Coach, thank you for coming here and talking to us today. Your job is done. Just go ahead and, if you would, introduce the 2 players you're going to send up to talk.
All right, I'm going to send up 2 right now. Will Davis is a receiver for us, a 3-year starter, outside receiver for us, a great kid that's definitely given everything for our program, and Braden Nash, who's a running back for us. They're both returning starters for us, guys that are leaders for our program, and both on and off the field, they represent what we want out of Bentonville West football players.
All right. Guys, you can go ahead and come on up. Thank you, Coach. Yep, you're good to go. All right, if you would, guys, just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves and what it's like playing for Bentonville West.
I'm Braden Nash. I'm the starting running back for Bentonville West, and playing for West is really great. I love everything about it. I love all the teamwork and all the leadership we build there, and I feel like great players are developed out of West, and it's a really great program to play for. Yes, sir.
My name is Will Davis. Starting outside receiver, class 2026, going to my senior year. I think it's going to be a great time. We have a great brotherhood building at West, and it's been like that for years, so I'm excited.
So we'll start with you, Braden. Just go ahead and tell us a little bit about, last season Coach Pratt was talking about you guys were starting some young guys, and so you had a different expectation. This year you come in with some more experienced guys. So tell me a little bit about how the expectation has changed from last year to this year.
I feel like we should be more explosive and should be way more competitive because everyone's got a feel for the game. It's 7A ball, so everyone's got to get used to it. I know first game nerves is going to come in, but once that game's over with, we got to focus on the next schedule. So I feel like the team's going to be very good. We're very excited. And last year, all those guys were good, but now I feel like they're going to be even better.
And so, Will, just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling. It's your senior year, obviously big time. This is what you've been preparing for your whole football career pretty much until, if you're trying to play at the next level. But this is kind of what it's all been culminating to, right? This is what high school football really evolves into. So tell me a little bit about what you're looking forward to specifically for your senior season.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how our team plays. We've all grown up together. I know me, Braden, and Trey. We've been super connected throughout the years, and I think that this is our last big shot to prove ourselves, especially as growing up with all of them. So,
Braden, tell me a little bit about what it's like playing for Coach Pratt. You guys have come up here. You've been very polished and well-spoken, I have to say. So tell me a little bit about what it's like playing for him. Obviously, he's done a pretty good job of preparing you guys for this, but tell me about how he does, not just as a football coach, but as preparing you guys for young men going out into the world.
I feel like Coach Pratt does a great job. I've known him since 7th grade and going up to my senior year, so I really grow with him and look at him as a father figure. So he really helps out and develops us as men. Outside of football, he's always caring for us, making sure we're good, and I just feel like going on in the field, we're just going to play for him, play hard.
Will, tell me a little bit about, Coach Pratt and I were talking about how this is a fairly new program, but you guys have developed a strong culture in a short time. Tell me a little bit about what the culture is like there at Bentonville West, what it's like there playing on a Friday night, and what that community is like.
yeah, it's super strong. I think it's getting even stronger, especially outside and off the field. We're doing community events such as building our team brick by brick, and I think that we're all getting along, and it's gonna be great to see this year.
Tell me a little bit about, either one of you guys or both of you can answer this. What's it like playing in such a tough conference? I mean, every year it seems like it gets harder because you guys are at the top of the classes, so you guys are going to get the best of the best. I know in the 7A Central, Pulaski Academy has moved in, and Little Rock Christian has moved in. So tell me a little bit about what it's like playing in such a tough conference and such a tough classification.
I'll go first. I think it's going to be great. I mean, you got to compete. Like when you go to the next level, everyone's going to be just as good as you. So that competition just fuels you to be better than everyone else. Just work hard.
Yeah, I think it's a great first step going into the next level of football. I think that we're playing the toughest teams. We've got one of the hardest schedules, so I think it prepares us very well.
Tell me a little bit about each of you guys. Just tell me a little bit about some games that you guys are looking forward to this year. Obviously, it's you guys, like we just talked about, tough schedule, play a lot of similar teams every year. You're playing against one of the best quarterbacks in the state in Kane Archer. You're playing against one of the best teams in the state in Bentonville and Fayetteville. You guys are playing those guys every year. Tell me a little bit about some of the games that you guys are looking forward to this season, just individually.
For surely Greenwood, Bentonville, and Fayetteville. Those are my most anticipated games. I'm very excited to play them and just show everyone what we're about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to play the first couple games of our season. I think Muskogee was a tough loss last year, came down to the last place. I think that's a great redemption shot at this next year.
All right, guys. Just before you go, is there anything that you want to say about your program before we send it off to your teammate here?
I just think West is a great program, and I feel like people are going to see what we're about this season.
We're building something special, so keep a lookout for us.
All right, guys, you can go ahead and pass it off to your teammate here. All right, if you would, just go ahead and introduce yourself and what position you play and your class.
I'm Trey Thompson, class of 2026, starting quarterback. Right here. I'm Trey Thompson, class of 2026, starting quarterback at Bentonville West.
So, playing quarterback at Bentonville West, what does that mean to you?
So I don't know if you know, but my dad's a coach at West, and so I've always been. He's been here since West opened, so I've always been a part of the program. Just being around there when I was little, so I get to see like all the players that grew up in front of me. So it really meant a lot to me to take their place and lead the program that I've always wanted to be a part of. So that's really great to me.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like from in your experience playing for Coach Pratt.
Playing for Coach Pratt, you know, it's really a good thing because he's really hard on you. Like he's not gonna if you're not doing your best, he's not gonna take it. So it's good to be like a coach with Coach Pratt because, and he's like a good coach. Like he's gonna be hard on you, like, and that's good at the next level because the coaches are gonna be even harder. So that's great.
Are you trying to play at the next level right now?
Yes, sir. I currently have 3 offers, so
Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep it going.
Tell us a little bit about the offers that you have right now.
Right now I have Northeastern State, a D2 in Oklahoma, and then I have Evangel, which is a NAIA in Missouri, and then I have McPherson is in Kansas, NAIA.
So you said that your dad is a coach. Is this something that you guys have been working towards, getting you to play at the next level? This is something that you guys have been working towards for a long time, trying to get you to that spot in your football career?
Well, for most of my life, we've been working to just get me to be the best I can be for my high school. But now going into my senior year, I picked up those offers. So now I'm just trying to be the best that I can be for West right now, so then I can be the best I can be in college.
So tell me a little bit about what it's like having your dad as a coach on the team. I mean, that's got to be an experience, right?
I mean, yeah, but it's not as bad as most people think because I'm a quarterback. He's a defensive coordinator. But, like, we'll get done with practice, and we'll go crazy on the defense. And so we'll get home. I'll start talking trash, and he'll get mad. And then if defense has a good day, he'll come home, start talking trash. So, yeah.
So you guys are at home. You're trying to figure out how to get past each other in practice.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the games that you're looking forward to personally this season.
So I'm looking forward to every game this season, but specifically Greenwood. I'm really looking forward to going against one of the top teams in the state. You know, kind of get to see where we're at and prove ourselves. And then Muskogee. I'm really looking forward to Muskogee because we lost by 1 point last year. That was a heartbreaker. So it's good to get another shot at them. And then Cabot, which we lost in overtime. That's a great chance to get another shot and play some good competition.
So tell me a little bit about with playing for Bentonville West. You guys, like Coach Pratt talked about, you guys have not yet beat Bentonville. Is that a goal for you guys this season?
The goal, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's one of the goals that we have. It's not the biggest goal because we can't focus on just beating Bentonville because, like, even if we lose, like, that can't just be the end of the season. So, I mean, yeah, that's one of the goals, though, for sure, to beat Bentonville because, you know, we haven't beat them. They're a good team. We're a good team. So I think it'll be an interesting game to see.
So tell me a little bit about just how you guys practice every day at Bentonville West, and then how your offense is drawn up and what your expectation is for the offensive group this season.
Okay. The workouts, we have Ben Witcher. We just brought him in, strength and conditioning coach. He has a ton of experience, and he's really good. He sent, I mean, like, over 50 to 100 people to the next level and, like, high next level. So it's really good that we brought him in to take over our workouts and stuff. I can't leak too much, but you know, he's getting us right for next season. And then for the offense, for myself, a goal for me is perfection. I know that's not reachable, but the closer I can get to perfection that'll be best for the offense. And you know, we like to throw the ball around. So.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to say about your program before we sign off here?
West is a great program. You know, we've really been putting in a lot of work this season. So just keep watch.
All right. Trey, thank you for coming here today and talking to us. We really appreciate it. Bill, Justin, we're going to break. Is that the plan? All right. We're going to go to a break real quick, and we'll be right back. I believe our next interview is going to be West Fork, so we will see them in just a moment. But for now, we're going to go to a break. You're watching Hometown Sports Volume 2 right here.